Yeah. It fits both of us perfectly.
Nice.
I brought my phone or my tablet just in case we can't read the. My eye is watering for no reason.
I need to get all the reasons out of my mouth. On top.
People are gonna come in and look like I'm crying. I'm not crying. My eye is just watering. Dang it! I gotta turn on my mobile hotspot.
I can finally get most of my hair back into a ponytail.
Ooh. Growing out your quarantine hair.
Yeah. You know, what was it? It's been almost 2 years ago. I buzzed it, and so I've been growing it out from there. And I was gonna do like a shorter cut than this, but yeah, then we've been in quarantine. I guess I'll grow it out through the winter. But I don't want. It's really starting to annoy me now, though. Like I really just don't want it to get too long. I'm a short hair person. I like your length, Kristen.
Yes. I had it back in December. Mom.
And it feels so good.
This ain't though, but it's a grows fast.
Yeah.
And I don't like it's getting too long. I just got it cut.
And then her sister got the same haircut.
Oh, nice.
Like basically the same.
Not like color. She cut her hair short first years ago. But I wanted to do better than yeah. We look a lot alike. But then it did. But I got it a little bit different than how she had it. And then she looks like mine.
It's a convenient.
Yeah. It's really
Weirdest restaurant in LA. It's a video that just popped up on my. I follow him because he likes to do eating at the worst reviewed restaurants,
Beautiful.
and I love watching those. They should be coming in. I said 7:30. Sometimes they won't join until 7:30.
Being courteous.
So I have this game. It's on. It's called BitLife.
Yes.
I do. I can't play. Well, there is the Android version, but now that I've played the iPhone version, I cannot play the Android because it's not caught up to the iPhone, and I just can't. I can't play the Android version anymore. And they're not planning on updating it for like till next year because they're working on recoding everything. So to make it to where they can update both iOS and Android at the same time. But hopefully, once they when they let out the code, it will also include everything where Android's missing.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Hopefully. They're not very vocal about it, so I had no idea what they're.
BitLife is fun though. Yeah, I think I've played an older version, so there's no telling what's on there now.
There's sports. Sports is the new thing, so you can go play professional sports.
Alright.
So like, let's go football, and they're like doing
goodness.
fake patties, grain-based sackers, and these change. Like they come up with different variations of the same team.
Aw, did I put my stuff in your way, Bumble?
I can't tell if the one person is me or if it's
Someone
a friend.
Oh, we've been live for like 5 minutes. I see. Bumble. So sad.
Bumble wants to see the people.
Snort.
I want to see the people. Oh, this is saying there's 2 people in the stream, so
Alright.
there has to be somebody that's not me in the stream watching.
Logic would.
3. We're up to 3.
Yay.
3 people.
Friends.
Bumble. Everybody comes to see Bumble, so Bumble's gotta.
Of course. You're the main attraction, aren't you?
I did a video recently, and it was like a dog themed book tag.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, one of the things was, like, show off your dog. And so I had Bumble, and she, like, at one point sat on my leg and just looked at the camera. I was like, oh, look at you.
Aww. Hey, do you want it? Go.
Hi, Brian. Hi, Josh.
Brian, Josh, hello.
Bye.
Kristen's here, too. She's just over on the computer.
Let's see, ready?
Yeah.
Go, go, go.
Also, this is not Kristen.
Nope.
This is Madison. Kristen's over there.
Like the less cool version of Kristen. Oh, what
Madison's hanging out with us this weekend, so she's joining the stream.
Hello. It's an honor.
She's been in the stream chat before, but she's never been on screen.
It's true.
You mainly come to my book live streams.
Yeah.
You know,
I came to that Jackbox one and I had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
So.
we play Jackbox a lot. There's a new party pack that just came out.
There is.
There is.
Need to look into that. I got 3 and 4 for my family to play during quarantine.
We love.
They really like 3. Trivia Murder Party is the one that they like.
I love Trivia Murder Party. And I'm like the only one that likes Trivia Murder Party.
You should play with my mom. She always wants to play it. She's always down.
I love it so much. Has she played the sequel? I guess she hasn't played the sequel.
I'm not. We don't have that one.
It's so much fun.
And then I think there's something wrong with my family because they don't like Fibbage, and I love Fibbage.
Fibbage is so much fun.
I know. They've only played it like twice. I'm like, I have to beg them.
Are they just not good at coming up with lies?
I mean, it's not that. They just don't want to play. We mostly play Trivia Murder Party, Quiplash,
There's Kristen.
and Survive the Internet. There's you.
The dog demands water.
She demands water and she can't get into the bathrooms.
She's a thirsty girl.
So, hi Haley. Nothing so far since we pretty much just only got together like 2 hours ago. So, we're not playing anything yet. I don't know if we're gonna play anything, Haley, tonight. We'll just have to wait and see. We're just talking about Trivia Murder Party. Kristen was actually the one that just suggested that.
I did. But
Yeah, there you are.
She's working, so she'll be in and out. So what are we doing? We're going to Pumpkin Patch tomorrow.
Fun times.
And there's Bumble, by the way. She'll be in and out as well. And we're going to a drive-through haunted house. A family-friendly haunted house.
I still want to be scared a little bit.
It's supposed to have like urban legends, like I think you tune into a radio station, like
Ooh.
one of those kind of
like
things.
legends around like Arkansas.
I think that's what it's supposed to be,
Very nice.
with like some set pieces as you drive through. So nothing like super scary, because obviously you don't want to get in a wreck.
Don't want to scare the children.
So, I think the Little Rock Zoo is also the ones who put it on to like kind of supplement for Boo at the Zoo that they're not really doing this year. So,
Oh yeah, I forgot about Boo at the Zoo.
one time almost got Michael Cudlitz to come, and then his schedule changed.
What could have been?
We so nearly had Michael Cudlitz come to Arkansas. I was so excited about that. I mean, I saw him the next weekend, but Brian says take Bumble to get a pumpkin.
Okay. Picture they're not dog friendly. So I might take her. It's not supposed to be quiet.
Yeah.
She might go to the haunted house with us, since that's
In the car.
strictly in the car. And they can't tell us whether or not we can have a dog when she'll be in the car. Hi, Wolf. I think this might, well, I don't know. That chat seemed to be a little, yeah, it's a little slower.
Yeah.
You want to get apple cider? Ooh. Went to the farm that sells it last weekend. It was packed. Can imagine. Pumpkin patches always seem to be packed.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Also, I'm not Caitlin anymore. I changed my name back to Pop Tart Queen. It's back. It's back to Pop Tart Queen. I'll do. I was on Instagram, and like you can follow certain, you can follow certain tags on Instagram, and so I follow like the Ahsoka hashtag on Instagram, and somebody made a post about Ahsoka, and their username was Commander Pop Tart, and I was like, I have found my commander. I have a commander now
Nice.
in the army. Wolf's asking about how you're feeling, Kristen.
I'm totally fine. Like, yeah.
She's feeling good.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I wasn't bad at all. So.
Yeah. You're not in the
I'm
frame.
not.
There's Kristen.
Bye.
We don't have like
You better
a.
stay that way too.
It's not like
Fine.
what is it, like Toy Story, where Woody was like trying to be
Oh.
Buzz Lightyear when he was like
With his
moping about
arm.
trying to get
Oh,
him
yeah.
to like. That's what I was thinking.
Give me 5. I'm like, Woody Johnson.
We should play Duck Duck.
I'd like to see how that would work.
Yeah.
How could we? They were playing a game on Wolfstream last week. I don't think I could do it because I'm on my phone. But they were playing some kind of duck game. I guess I could pull up on my tablet and I don't like try and show it as much as I can. But they were playing. Zay! Hi Zay. You don't usually show up. Zay is the queen of Twitter.
Okay.
She's also a big Supernatural fan. So we are.
Nice.
Fun fact, Zay, I will be meeting Adam Fergus, who played Mick Davies next Sunday. Not this Sunday, next Sunday. So, hi Jane. Hello. So everybody's coming in.
Yes, hello everyone.
Zay loves the stud button. I mean, you're not wrong. Yes, I am meeting Adam Fergus. I won an auction to do a Zoom call with him again. Yes, I loved the Carol shirt. And then I looked on their website and they have like a presidential looking one. Look vote like a Carol and Daryl like candidate
Oh,
t-shirt. And I was like, yes.
Nice.
It was, but they didn't have the same shirt for sale. I guess they sold out of the Carol shirts. I was talking about the duck game. So the duck game was like you put names on a list. So we were all like, all our names are on the list, and then you just watch the ducks race. Like no, you don't do anything. You just watch the ducks race.
Okay. You don't like pick which one you want to win or anything. Just
No,
watch
like
ducks?
the ducks have your like each person's name.
Oh, okay.
So like you just and nobody you don't do anything. You just watch them race. It's actually kind of fun. Everything's pretty good. I mean, me and Kristen both went back to work this week, so that was nice. So I went back Monday and I was like, I told the secretary and I was like, I miss this so much. And she gave me a weird look. I'm like, if you've been in quarantine for 2 weeks and you weren't able to do anything, you'd be saying the same thing. The duck game is surprisingly very fun, even though you don't do anything.
Sometimes that's the best time. Keep it simple.
Oh, happy early birthday to your niece, Zay.
Ooh, yeah, happy birthday.
It's not Zay's, it's her niece.
Happy birthday to the niece.
On Friday the 30th. 13th. Not Friday the 13th.
Oh,
You okay? You okay over there?
Did you feel this bud?
I think she did.
Yeah.
Bumble's over. Come here, Bumble. Come here. There's Bumble.
There she goes.
You saw her for a quick second. Kristen's feeling good.
Yeah.
Oh, she'll be turning 2. Aw.
Hey, no. When you go, I think they can pick up your.
Kristen's working, so she'll be in and out, but
Yeah.
you'll see her every once in a while. And you know Bumble, she does what she wants. So there's no promises on the
That's my hand.
that's Kristen's hand.
When
Okay. Don't forget, guys, the Halloween party stream is next week. So excited. I love our parties. I love party streams. They're so much fun. Because then I'm not just like the only person up on stream. It's nice when you stream alone for a long time. And me and Kristen stream together. Like she gets on stream a lot with me, so it's not as weird anymore. Streaming by myself. There might be a Walking Dead cartoon. I've seen that you've been really excited. Norman's been liking your posts, Zay. Zay
Ooh.
Zay has it in with Norman and Jeffrey and like just a bunch of the actors.
Nice.
It seems like because she's the queen of Twitter. Also, we were talking. I mentioned it in Wolf's stream. That Walker Stalker is trying to make a comeback after the disastrous Atlanta show they had last year. Oh, it was bad.
Well, maybe they'll be more successful this time.
I don't know who would buy that company though, because they're in some. They had to pay back so many people.
What you doing?
But look, here's people outside. I'm gonna see if I can pull up that post and read y'all what Walker Stalker said. I think they're hopeful, but a lot of actors have written off Walker Stalker, so I don't know. It's a toss up of whether or not they can let's see. Michael Rooker says he'll never play Merle again in spinoffs.
Oh,
I mean, I don't blame him. He's gone. Ooh, that's creepy. Look at her.
Dustin.
It's our precious baby Dustin. Oh yeah, and then Tom Holland as Nathan Drake in
He's
the.
playing Nathan Drake.
He is.
it looks good.
He looks so.
Are
Oh,
we talking about this, or was I talking about this with somebody else?
I don't know.
Because I think somebody was telling me that they were about to make an Uncharted thing. That's cool though.
Marvel wants Nicolas Cage to return as Ghost Rider.
Hey, do it.
Oh, that's funny.
What do you want?
I'm looking for that post. They've just posted a lot of. Apparently, the Masked Stranger has a name, and it ruins all fan theories. It's Elijah. But that isn't really. That could be a fake name. Where's the post that they made about returning? It can't be this far back, right? It was just like last week. I don't know what everybody's saying. I can't read. I don't want Maggie to touch my Negan. That's funny. I mean, like the two Walker Stalkers I was at were really good. Or, I mean, they were good. I enjoyed them. I went to the last good Atlanta Walker Stalker. So I can say that.
That's good.
That's something I can hold on to. Have we ever really forgiven Maggie for agreeing with Rick to ban Carol from the prison? I like literally saw that. I don't even remember that. I blocked a lot of season 4 out, to be honest.
Aw.
Especially early season 4, I blocked a lot of that out of my memory. Let's not talk about how Supernatural's been. Ooh. Oh, somebody was like, you can. We're all pretty much mods except for Zay. Everyone's a mod except for Zay. Sorry, Zay. We all wish Glenn was alive.
Mm-hmm.
We all do. I miss
Every day.
Glenn so much. I miss Abraham too. Ugh. I wish I had Abraham back too. Yeah, me and Madison were roommates in college.
Yep.
Our sophomore year. So that's how we're actually like 30 minutes, we live 30 minutes away from each other.
So we could have met a lot earlier, but we really met in college.
We met through a mutual friend,
Mm-hmm.
Carly,
Yes.
who's from Pennsylvania. So like I don't know how this weird workaround happened that we met through Carly, our friend Carly. But yeah, I talked about The Walking Dead, and she knew you had watched The Walking Dead, and I think you were still kind of watching The Walking Dead at that.
At that point, yes, I think I was. I stopped watching whenever Carl died, so whenever that was.
Oh, that was season 8, I think. Yeah, season 8. That was like I came back from England, and that was the season finale.
Yeah. Oh, I remember I was living in Pryor, and I remember watching that finale, and I was like, nope, this is it.
I was back home.
This is the straw.
I remember I woke up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And you like we video chatted
Yes.
and watched
That was the premiere.
the 100th episode. Woke up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning in London to watch the premiere, the 100th episode. It was really funny for me. And then I realized somebody had put the whole episode on YouTube like the next day, and I was like, I could have just watched it on YouTube.
You got the Madison experience.
What? You just went outside.
We all miss our gender. Abraham.
One
She's very impatient, apparently. Yeah, and then everything went downhill when Carl died. And then you have seen Rick's final episode.
Yes, I had to do that one.
We watched that together because I remember when the part where the bridge blows up and you think Rick's dead, and you were like, I want to call my mom.
This turned out
about this. And I was like, no, wait until after the ads.
I'm glad you remember that because I don't. I guess I was in too much shock.
And I was like, just wait, it's okay, just wait. You need to see this. I think Michonne and Rick are gonna come back. If only for like one episode. But I do believe Michonne and Rick are gonna come back. Not for a long time, but I think Michonne and Rick are gonna come back.
Surely.
We got to talk about the Commonwealth. That's gonna come up. That's gonna be like the last season. I assume the last season's gonna focus on the Commonwealth, where eventually Rick was killed in the comics. Shockingly, killed in the comics. Kind of really dumb how he died in the comics as well. I'm not a fan of how he had like gotten injured. I don't remember what. Oh, okay, bye, Zay. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Um, you hope Eugene's gonna be on it. Madison's a big fan of Eugene.
I am.
She loves Eugene.
I'm surprised he's still around, but he's my dude.
Yeah, he's currently with Zeke and Yumiko Yakumo, as we like to call her, Yakumo. And Princess.
Okay.
I love Princess. Princess is a really cool character. I love the actress who plays Princess. I think she's such a cool person.
Okay.
We'll see you later, Zay.
Bye. Wait a minute. You hear that, sir? I'm just looking.
No, I don't want to.
Um, I don't know what you want. Bumble. I don't know. I just don't know how Eugene would fit with if
Yeah.
I feel like she wants to go outside.
You just brings outside, Uncle.
I don't know how Eugene would fit in the narrative of Daryl and Carol. Because I have a feeling that the spinoff for Daryl and Carol are going to be it's going to be them going off to like probably New Mexico because that's what they were talking about going to. I feel like that's where they're going to like take the show is them leaving. And I just don't know how Eugene could fit in that kind of narrative. I can totally believe and see Daryl and Carol running off together. I just don't see how Eugene would fit in that narrative. Negan could be an interesting dynamic of like joining them in their spin-off show. I think that could be really interesting. Maybe like some tension, like Negan intentionally flirting with Carol before they like officially get together. And Negan flirting with Carol to make Daryl mad. I think that could be really funny. I think the dynamics could be really funny. Make Daryl jealous. But yeah, I totally agree that I think Negan in the spinoff show, I could see him being in their spinoff show and fitting better than Eugene. Because Eugene doesn't get along with a whole lot of people.
Yeah. Bless him.
So, like, if he was to be in a spinoff show, it'd have to be a very specific group of people that he would go with. They all pass by the Fear Crew, and then so there could be that crossover between their show and Fear. Yeah, they would have to go through, unless they went like, I don't know, even more north and then back down to New Mexico and completely missed Texas.
How is that where Fear takes place?
Yeah, Fear takes place in Texas. They would have to go through Texas and potentially run into the Fear the Walking Dead people. See Morgan, see Dwight. Haley says I would faint if they met Fear the Walking Dead people. I still haven't seen Fear the Walking Dead. We did one night where we played role models. I don't know if you played role models with us.
I
think
did.
you did.
Yeah.
And we played them as like Walking Dead characters, and that was really fun. And then we played it again as Fear the Walking Dead people, and I was still playing, but I was playing somebody I had absolutely no idea, and I had no idea who these characters were. So I was like, this person, just by their names, feels like this and this and this and this. And then it was kind of ruined because, not going to state any names, but somebody spoiled a major death in Fear the Walking Dead for me. Like, everybody had gotten to that point, but I've only seen like 2 episodes of Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh no.
And they were the first 2 episodes, so like, I don't remember who it is, thankfully. John, June, Carol, and Daryl equals fainting time. Okay, I don't know who John and June are. But like, if Daryl and Carol like got together, I'd be fainting.
I would hear you from my house.
You would hear the excitement
Mm-hmm.
all the way from your house. Give me an oxygen tank stat. Funny, Haley. It's Haley's favorite Fear the Walking Dead characters. No, just to make Haley mad, they're gonna go north of Texas and completely miss Fear the Walking Dead people. Just completely miss them and go back down to New Mexico. Just to make Haley mad. Purely to make Haley mad. Because we all know Scott Gimple doesn't like us. Which he's not the showrunner, but he's still, isn't he like executive? Haley says that's rude, Queenie. Hey, it wouldn't be me. It'd be Angela Kang, and Scott Gimple. Scott Pimple, as we like to call him. Yep. News. Rayon has been on Instagram a lot more. Popping up like he's active on Instagram. But nothing new other than that. I was watching like one of his old videos, and it was like a get to know me video, and I sent it to Haley, and I was like, watch this part specifically of like his get to know me video. And he was talking about his favorite YouTuber, and he was like, it's sad because like we were going to do a collaboration, but now she's quit, like she's stopped making videos and everything. And I'm like, I wonder who that sounds like. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna miss Ryan Hurst. I'm not gonna miss Beta. I'm gonna miss Ryan Hurst. Um, just not miss Beta. Beta was a cool villain, but yeah, I'm not gonna miss Beta at all. I can't tell if that's like. I guess that's. I can't tell where those people are talking from.
Sounds like right out there. Oh,
It really does.
meet your neighbors.
So Wolf says, "This is how I see it. Carol and Daryl ride off on a motorcycle past Texas to where Fear the Walking Dead cast and crew are, and John sees them on the motorcycle."
Sounds good to me.
Oh, is it moving? I can't tell.
Start sliding down the jar.
I think it might have. Okay. One thing about Ryan Hurst, that man can really die.
Wow.
Didn't he? I don't know. Do you care about Sons of Anarchy? The show that he was on?
Oh, my parents watched it. I know.
Didn't he?
I heard a little bit about it.
Didn't he die on like a really gruesome like?
Who did he
really?
play on
I don't
there?
remember.
I only remember like 2 of the major deaths, but if he was one of those.
Didn't he like? I don't know. Everybody was so sad about his death. I think I don't know. I could be completely wrong. Ryan Hurst. This man is. He's ginormous. Okay. Who'd you play? Opie?
Oh yeah, Opie had a really upsetting death.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no. He. Oh.
I think it made my parents cry. Like
Oh.
it was bad.
Josh described what it was. He was beaten to death by inmates in federal lockup with a lead pipe.
Yep.
Oh no.
That was a rough one.
I loved when Negan recognized him. That was kind of funny. Well, in the comics, it's Aaron and Jesus who end up killing Beta.
Okay.
But obviously Jesus
Jesus
is
was gone.
gone, so we
Aw.
can't do exactly the comic book death. I think substituting Daryl and Negan to fight Beta was a good choice on The Walking Dead's end. In the comics, he was a NBA basketball player. And Ryan Hurst doesn't really fit the bill of an NBA basketball player. So they changed him to a country singer in the show. And like they played music that was supposed to be like Ryan Hurst, Beta's music before the apocalypse happens. And it's actually Ryan Hurst singing, I think.
Oh, neat.
Somebody may correct me, but I do believe it was actually Ryan Hurst singing. It was good. If George Strait was trying to kill me, I would have been more excited. Lol. He was in Remember the Titans? I don't know. Have I seen Remember the Titans? No, I've seen Facing the Giants.
So I haven't. I've only seen parts of Remember the Titans. I haven't seen the whole movie.
Because Facing the Giants is the one that has the line that's those like me and my youth minister used to make all these jokes from Facing the Giants. We watched it with him and his wife. Me and my family, we watched it with him and his wife. It was really funny. There was a joke about a freight train. Like the coach was like, "Freight trains are coming" or something like that. Better watch out, freight trains are coming, something like that. And he's like, "Better run like you saw something."
I don't know. It's been too long since I've seen it. I don't know.
It had these killer one-liners. Is Facing the Giants and Remembering the Titans are two different movies, but oh, they're so good. Oh, is it on Disney Plus? Is Remember the Titans on Disney Plus?
Oh, cool.
It includes Roanoke, Virginia. Like the lost colony of Roanoke?
All right. That's the only one I can think of.
No, I guess it's an actual town besides the lost colony.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I was watching a TikTok. I'm on TikTok. I love TikTok so much.
So do my sisters.
And this guy was like, "Y'all do realize we know what happened to the colony of Roanoke? They were telling the people that they were going with the Croatians, and there's evidence of white people on this one island that Croatia owns. So, like, there's blue-eyed people talking kind of like have like an English kind of accent.
Yeah.
Probably more mixed nowadays, but there's evidence that there was somebody, probably some English settlers on their island at one point. I think it's still fun to be like they completely disappeared.
Not really, but
My class, when we like brushed over that, we came up with ideas of what could have happened to the lost colony of Roanoke. One theory was the Bermuda Triangle, which is not close to
yeah, not at all.
to Virginia. It moved
For that one
time. It moved to the lost colony of Roanoke, and they moved back.
Oh goodness.
Another one was Sharknado.
Oh, totally. Just blew through.
Sharknado, and the other classic aliens.
Yep. That was gonna be mine.
It was aliens. Our top 3 theories of what happened to the lost colony.
Nice.
Yeah, I definitely do. I'm just reading the chat now. I'm going back and forth. I really wish they would have carried out the fight. Yeah, I think we don't know where Lucille is though. That's the problem. I don't think Negan, like, I don't even think Negan knows where Lucille is. Everyone's just laughing at my class's dumb theories.
Gotta take history and spice it up a little, you know.
So apparently, one time my history teacher in school, when he was teaching at a different school, he had a meeting or something, and he didn't get back to class until like 15 minutes. Once the class had started, he gets in there, nobody's in the classroom, and all there was somebody had drawn on the whiteboard a tree and wrote chromosome on it. And like all their stuff was there, but they were not there.
I mean, you're allowed to leave after 15 minutes. Isn't that the rule?
And then he found them. I don't remember where, but he did eventually find them. And then what we did after hearing this story, something similar happened with our class. He was not there for like 15 minutes.
Did you have fun outside?
And so what we did was, I think it was Rhode Island. Like one state didn't show up to the Constitutional Convention, and so we wrote. I think it was Rhode Island. It might have been Delaware. I don't remember what it was.
Please.
Bubble off.
Spare me.
Off. Good girl. I don't remember which state it was, but we wrote that state on the board and went to the gym. Which was like, the classroom was fairly close to the gym, so it wasn't like we were very far off.
You want some of this? You want these?
It was Carly's Ridge Academy, which is one hallway.
Yeah.
So it's literally not that hard to find where we were.
Oh. Here, come on.
When I say my high school was literally one hallway, it was literally one hallway.
Never got lost.
You couldn't get lost. And it's actually K through 12. So like K through 12 is one hallway.
Good.
One side is K through 6 and the other side is 7th through 12. So like they're split, but like it's still one large hallway.
Did you just stay in one classroom and the teachers switched, or did one teacher teach?
No, we switched classes. It was a long hallway, so there were several classrooms.
Okay.
But we all stayed with our class.
Mm-hmm.
Except like we all had like fourth period. When we got into 10th grade, you could take choir, art, or there was a computer science kind of class. And then 8th period, and like different math and science. I think just math. Yeah, just math classes were different. You could take different math classes, depending on where you were placed and everything. And then 8th period was like athletics, or you could be in yearbook, or there was like another class you could take.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not a noose.
It's a mummy.
It's a mummy.
But it is made of rope.
Bumble, go get the mummy. Get the mummy toy. Go bring the mummy toy over so we can prove that it's not a noose. She's like, I don't care.
Maybe
You're
a
petting me right now, so
Oh yeah. Good stuff.
Bumble, bring your mummy toy over. See, it's a.
Oh, you gonna take it?
It had just go.
Yeah.
But
Not it.
It still has buttons on it.
yeah.
He looks confused.
History's a lot of fun. Yeah, I like history, but I'm very particular about English class. As an English major in college, I have to say that English, but I think English and history definitely go together,
Mm-hmm.
hand in hand. Because what is history? History stories. And what do you study in English? Stories. So, for the most part. So, I think history and English definitely go together. English is more for like, I mean, you can read nonfiction stuff in English, but a lot of it's more fictional stories, and showing how fictional stories can still have a lot of meaning for today's world, especially things that were written hundreds of years ago. So can still have something to say nowadays. So I've discovered I read Dune by Frank Herbert
Nice.
this month as well. I was not a fan.
So are you gonna go see the movie?
Probably I might. I think I will.
Get it.
My biggest complaint about Dune, and I think it's the dumbest thing that might be the dumbest thing to be like, yeah, I didn't like this book. But like it's a sci-fi, okay? It's a classic sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the main character's name is?
What?
Paul.
Aw.
And he has a mother that is a character in the story. You want to know what her name is?
Linda.
Jessica.
Jessica.
So our main characters of the story are Paul and Jessica, and they would be fine if the rest of the characters, you know,
Yeah.
were like that, but they're not. They all have weird, different, like sciencey, alien kind of names.
Is there anything special about Paul and Jessica that they would have gotten a different name?
Paul's supposed to, like, Jessica was supposed to only have female babies. That was the whole thing.
Okay.
Like, she had any choice of, like, having male or female, but she was like, no, I'm gonna have a male baby. And she then had Paul, and he's supposed to, might be, like, the reincarnate of something.
Okay.
I was kind of bored.
It's a big book too.
I've come to realize, and I've read quite a few classics written by men now, and I think the problem is that I can't connect with. I have hard time connecting with the characters that men write. Like female writers, I like.
That's very valid.
I have a lot of like. I love female writing. So I like a lot of female classics literature. But like when it comes to male classics, I tend to have a hard time connecting with everything, and then they also like to make them very sexist, and it's very different from. And I have a hard time with how males write their female characters.
That's very valid.
In men literature. And women literature, obviously, they have better sense of writing female characters who I can connect to more. So, except for Arthur Conan Doyle, because I love Arthur Conan Doyle so much.
Oh, I thought you meant like
Like-
don't know, something about the female characters.
He doesn't have a lot of female characters, so he doesn't have a lot of like room to mess up. Considering his main characters are Sherlock Holmes and John Watson, he just has people mainly. He does have some like strong female characters like Irene Adler. I haven't read her story yet, but I'm planning on to really soon reading her story, her original like story. Yeah. I love her. But like Arthur Conan Doyle is one of like the men I can read and have a fun time still with. So, because I love Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
I did read The Sign of Four, and I was very disappointed. Not the sign. No, not The Sign of Four. I'm supposed to read The Sign of Four next. That's why I'm thinking about The Sign of Four. But A Study in Scarlet, yeah, which is the first Sherlock Holmes story, novel, and I was really disappointed. It took a hard left turn into discussing the villain backstory, but it was like really just bashing Mormonism.
Oh.
It felt like his whole reasoning. He his lover got killed by some Mormons because she was supposed to marry like a prominent um family, like in the prominent family, and so they ended up killing her because
Okay.
she wouldn't marry the son of this family. Hi Bumble.
Front and center.
Do you see yourself? Hey, do you see yourself?
No. I only see you.
I love you, Bumble. You're very cute. She'll see herself. She'll kind of stare at herself. Also, she or he. Bumble, you got me. You got me all messed up. Okay, with my thoughts. So also in A Study of Scarlet, have you seen the Sherlock episode,
I've only seen the first 2 episodes.
which
of
is a
Sherlock.
Study in Pink?
Yes, and the one where they're looking at all the graffiti around town. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's the blind banker.
Alright.
Baker.
Yes.
One of those two.
Easy girl.
Yeah, so you know that like there's poison, and how he kills them is like they take the pill that's poison. Well, they find out about this by feeding both pills to a dog and kill the dog.
That's no bueno.
I know. I was so mad. I was so upset about it. The story came to a halt when he decided to talk about the villain's backstory, and I think that Sherlock did a lot better with the story. It was also nice seeing the comparing and contrasting elements to it because in the story they think it's Rachel, but it's Rache for revenge, which in the show they at first think it's Rache for revenge, but it ends up being Rachel. That is the clue.
I can't even remember.
It was a nice twist change, I thought, from the story to the book to the TV show. Look at how good Bumble is. Bumble's covering Madison.
Oh wait.
Other way. Bumble's like, I'm front and center.
As she should be. JK. Don't want you to get the big head, do we?
She's like, why'd you stop petting me?
Mommy's kind of heavy.
I don't think she's noticed that she could see herself in the camera. Maybe if it was full screen, she would. But it's kind of like just a little small window,
Yeah.
so it's not just grabbing her entire attention. Apparently Josh left and everybody's like, where
He's upset.
she's like,
Wait.
wait,
No. please.
off, ow.
Spare me.
I'll give you 11. You're such a cute pupper. Yeah.
The best girl.
What did everyone have for dinner? Bumble.
Bumble.
Off. Girl, you gotta
You're
stop.
too big.
You gotta stop this.
Doesn't realize.
You're not a lap dog, girl. I'm sorry to tell you this, but you are not a lap dog. You think you're a lap dog.
Ah! Hi, guys. My hand hit my face again. Move, Bumble. I can't tell.
It needs to be tilted a little bit more. There we go.
There you go.
We had spaghetti. We had spaghetti.
Caitlin made us spaghetti.
I did.
This is very yummy.
Ooh, Brian had chicken fajitas.
Ooh,
Wolf had sloppy joes and
those
chips.
are also good.
No.
No toys around.
Why are you? Why'd you take the toy over there? Why'd you take that one over there? Okay. Wolf says hello. Kristen.
I will. I'll be able to.
My tablet is dying. Good thing I have my handy dandy. I take an extension cord because I don't have wall plugins, so I take an entire extension cord with me to work
Nice.
every day.
Whatever works.
Now I get to carefully, very carefully, pull this.
Oh,
Ooh, I caught it.
I forgot what it's called.
I see it's over, actually kind of over where you are. The plug-in.
Do you want me to try to read it?
Yeah. If you can. Okay. There we go. No Loki scepter was harmed in the
Scepter, yes.
In the
I was
plug-
gonna call it the staff, but that's not it.
in the moving of furniture. My phone might need to be plugged up too, so I'm just gonna go ahead and plug it in while I. Nope, it needs to be tilted.
We just cut our heads off. It's fine.
Sorry. Whoops. Sorry, guys.
We're back.
Maybe if I lean back, it'll be fine. Ah! Nope. Not fine. Not fine. Not fine. It fell. The phone fell.
Struggle. Okay, here we go.
Is it gonna be fine? It'll work. We're not centered, but it's fine. We lost you, Caitlin. I know you lost me. That was an accident.
Just a small hiccup.
I accidentally hit the back button while trying to put the phone back in place. So. The problem is going to be her. Because she's going to come through here. And get tangled in the cords. Here she comes. Speaking of the dog, she's not the devil. She's too good to be the devil. Speaking of the dog, in the words of SpongeBob, oh no! No, Madison is working towards your speech therapy.
Yes, I'm going to be a speech therapist. So I get to teach people how to talk.
I said speech pathologist earlier. Is that the same thing, or is
Yes, that's just the fancy official term. But
okay?
if I say, "Hey, I'm a speech pathologist," people will be like,
I think pathologist is like a more European kind of term because that's what pathologists are. I think Molly is from Sherlock is a pathologist, but she's a mortician
mm-hmm.
by our terms.
Yeah, I always think of like looking at body parts when I think of pathologist, but so I don't know how it got. I took 2 semesters of sign language in undergrad, but
I remember.
I probably didn't retain a lot of it. I could do like basic stuff, like the important things, like if there was an emergency. But I wish I was more fluent in it.
Is this help?
Yeah, like you're lifting it.
Help.
This is like hurt. You like twist it together.
Because I was seeing there's pictures of a playground that had like basic sign language
Oh, cool.
on it, like painted on the playground equipment. And I thought that was really cool. And so it had
That's
like
neat.
play,
Oh yeah.
the sign language for play, help.
This is either play or party. I can't remember.
I thought this was party because it's like P
Oh yeah.
and like
Yeah, that's party. This
Party.
is play.
I only know that because my friend Samantha apparently knew some sign language. And so we would go every once in a while in England, would just like party.
Let's dance.
Oh, it was funny. And then this is thank you. I'm being very cautious because I know what it means if you do it under your chin.
Oh, because I don't
It's not a nice thing.
do that.
Do it on mouth because Supernatural Jared, like Sam and a character named Eileen who's deaf. Sam knew some sign language and was talking to her, and so instead of saying thank you, Jared intentionally did this. He knew what he was doing. He did it under the chin. And she's like, and everybody's like, Jared, are you? No, Jared knew exactly what he was doing when he did that.
Oh, good.
Brian asked, do you work with kids or adults?
Right now I'm only working with kids, like young kids, like babies and toddlers. before I've mostly worked with kids. I've had a couple of adults, and then most of them have been like elementary school kids. Lots of kids.
But I think under the chin is the same thing as I bite my thumb at you
Oh,
in Shakespearean terms.
I see.
If you know your Shakespearean phrase, would they actually
If I
mean?
recall from long ago in high school, yes.
I bite my thumb at thee.
Thanks for taking such an interest in my career, by the way, Brian. It's fun to tell people what you do.
It is. And since this is your first appearance, live appearance,
First live appearance.
Brian says that's awesome. You're really helping those people. We take speech for granted.
Aw. Thank you. I know, there's so much to communication, and when any part of it breaks down, it's something I feel very passionate about, and I'm glad I'll be able to help. I mean, everyone should be able to communicate what they want to at any time.
It's just finding the way people can communicate, and a lot of times, it's not through speech. It's or not spoken speech like we're talking now, but through a different kind of speech. And it's still very valid
Yes.
of how people communicate. And I think technology has helped a lot, especially with especially people on the spectrum, and how they communicate with people.
One of my professors says this, but one of the greatest things for like AAC, alternative like communication, has been like the iPad, because it's easy to use and there's lots of accessibility things on there, and it can really help with devices and like text to speech and all of those. Like, all of that helps.
I subbed for a special education class one day, and a couple of the kids had iPads, and there's an app where it had like a bunch of words, and then they just tap. It's a basic like text to speech kind of thing. But they literally, I think it also had pictures, so they could literally just tap, like, seeing what it is as well, and being like, yes, I want, like, they'd go to breakfast and be like, I want banana, because they can see it and see it on their iPad.
And see, that's so much better when they get to tell you and they get to make the choice, instead of just being like, here's your banana, or here's your food.
And it's easier because, like, a lot of times those kids will also be like pointing at the things that they want, but they can't communicate which one. Like, there might be several things there, and the person can't, like, just tell which one they want. And it really helps distinguishing.
Yeah, it helps
between.
When conversation breaks down, stuff like that.
I kind of know Jesus Loves You in sign language. Like, one of my Sunday school teachers in church was also a speech therapist, actually.
All right.
So she would teach.
Wait, who was it?
Nancy Seals.
Okay.
I don't know if you know her. She worked at BIC. But I still know, like, Jesus Loves You in sign language, but I kind of fuzzy about, like, the whole song.
Yeah.
So it's yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells, I don't know what tells me so. Tells me so. I think so was something was like that. I'm not sure what the I just remember the twirly bit.
It's interesting because there's ASL and there's also like signed exact English, and in that one, like you sign every single word, but in ASL it's more of like just some of the words are kind of like the concept. It's not like exact word for word grammar structure. So that might have been like a signed English Jesus loves me.
And I've seen other people do it. And it seems like it's similar. So it
Yeah.
seems like this is a song like people have like this is how you would sign it and because it's more of a universal like church song. So I feel like a lot of people like that's one of the songs that would definitely be transferred into like people would want a more universal sign language for. I knew that one, and I knew Jesus. I knew Jesus let us come to know you.
Oh yeah.
That one.
Oh man, that's a good song.
In sign
I
language.
thought about that one.
I don't remember a whole lot. Come to know you face to face. Touch us, hold us, use us, mold us. I don't really remember. That's all I really remember.
That's good.
I'm surprised I remembered that. To be honest.
Good memory.
It's
Steel
been
trap up there.
long. Teach me more songs. That's literally it. That's the only songs I know in sign language. So Jesus loves me would be Jesus loves me. I don't know what this is. This I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so.
All right. I got the chorus.
That kind of like mixed part where like the little ones to him belong.
I think that's children or something. Little people.
I think it's a lot more of the concepts.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot more of the concept for that one.
Screams out of it. Beautiful, impeccable.
Yeah, don't ask me about sign language songs. I'm fairly confident about Jesus Loves Me, and only the first verse of Jesus Loves Me, except for the chorus.
We need to learn, or for your Halloween stream, you need to learn like a Halloween song. It's not like the Monster Mash or something.
Learn the Monster Mash in silent.
Monster Mash. I don't even know.
That'd be so fun. Oh, look, Bumble's making an appearance.
Crunch, crunch.
Crunch, crunch.
What?
It's like, who, me?
You can do.
Dang it, that's gonna be so good. I haven't even listened to it this Halloween season.
I haven't either. I love Monster Mash. Monster Mash is a fun song.
It is.
to the Monster Mash.
You know how some kids will like learn how to square dance in elementary school? We never did that, but we learned how to do the Monster Mash for some reason.
I don't think I ever learned the Monster Mash.
Like even my parents, they're like, "Oh yeah, we had to square dance." I'm like, "We never did that." I feel like I missed out on an important part of my education.
I learned how
Whatever.
to do Cotton Eye Joe, but not because of the school dances.
Nice.
I learned how to do Cotton Eye Joe,
You going with me?
or a version of Cotton Eye Joe, because a lot of people have different versions of the dance for Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah, there are some
Uh,
variations out there.
the version I learned seems to be like one of the harder versions of it.
Here, dance for us. Go bust it out.
Oh goodness! Since there's nobody below us anymore, I guess, because it's kind of a hoppity hoppity.
Yes, teach me the cat that
I
joke.
didn't think
He is.
the line is on.
Oh no!
Oh man.
So basically, it's hop, 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 hop back one, step forward, kick, clap,
Ooh,
turn.
fancy.
So it's Cotton Eye Joe, where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Cotton Eye Joe.
Nice. I like that one. I've always learned like the go like kind of this way, and then you do the heel taps like that, and then turn around.
Yeah, I didn't learn that. We apparently had a very
Y'all were like the advanced class. Oh, please.
we were the advanced version of Cotton Eye Joe. Yeah, it's a fun one. It's just 2 hops, right foot, 2 hops, left foot, step back, step forward, clap, kick, clap.
Oh, and bumble.
Mom was very excited about that.
You like the Cotton Eye Joe? You like that? That's
Sorry
good.
guys, apparently y'all don't get to see my version.
It was good.
Everyone say turn the camera.
Chill. Find some chill.
Find your inner chill.
No, no, please.
Bubble up.
No. Goodness. Hey.
Hey, stop it.
Need your foot rest. Don't think I won't.
You get. Okay, hold on, my-
Mama's come over to reprimand.
Got in trouble.
I got your tail. She'll chase her tail. Every once in a while, she'll actually chase her tail.
It's a good tail.
Good tail for chasing. See?
Oh,
Oh.
you got it. Yay.
She got her tail.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
We've already been live for an hour and a half.
Wow.
I don't know how that happened, but we did.
What else will we get up to?
I have no idea.
Come on. Get you some.
Get it, Mama. Get it. Nobody's saying anything. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
No, that's gonna be stuck in our face.
It's such a weird song.
Whoa.
I want to know who came up with Cotton Eye Joe and why. Other than to have a fun country song to.
Country in the club.
You know what was my favorite song to dance to though at
What?
school dances? the cha-cha slide.
Gets everybody out there.
I love the cha-cha slide.
Bringing me another toy.
And like anytime it comes on, I have to get up and I have to join, even if it's like a dance party.
You
And like I
got
haven't been joining the
You got
entire
it.
time.
The rule.
I jump up and dance to the cha-cha slide anytime it comes on.
Stop it.
Because it's just something to grow up on. Like, freeze. Everybody clap your hands.
They do it. I was like, no.
How low can you go? Can you go all the way to the floor? Can you bring in the top? Like, can you go number stop?
Bring it to the top, Bumble.
Reverse,
She said,
reverse.
don't mind if I do.
Reverse, reverse. How do you do the Charlie Brown? Because a lot of people have different ways of doing the Charlie Brown.
I kind of go like this.
Mine's kind of the similar, except mine's a full. How I was told to do the Charlie Brown was a full like that,
Okay.
which is kind of similar, but
I still don't even really know like how to cha-cha correctly. But that one.
oh, how I cha-cha, or
I just
how
gotta do my feet. They can do
how I
something.
do the cha-cha, I just go do a little like
Yeah.
that number and make it look like I know what I'm
Hey,
doing.
look.
It's all in the arms.
It's true.
You gotta make them believe it's fancier than what it is.
Bite the toy now.
The arms and the hips.
Yes.
That's all it is. And like small feet movements, but it's I don't know. Ow. Stop. Hey man, what's everybody talking about? Come on, show us the dance moves.
Cha-cha real smooth.
Cha-cha real smooth. That and the Cupid shuffle.
You just have to imagine the brilliant dancing going on here.
The Cupid shuffle as well.
Cupid shuffle's fun if everybody will like keep doing it.
It gets really repetitive. I don't like the Cupid shuffle as much as I like
Well,
the cha-cha slide.
Most people like either they get off like out of sync with it, or they only do it during the chorus when it's like naming the steps. I'm like, no, you gotta do it the
To
whole
the
time.
right, to the right, to the right,
We keep
to
going
the
the whole
right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now come on, baby, kick. Now walking by yourself, walking by yourself. You just do squares. That's literally all it is. Do you know the man potato?
The man potato?
The man potato? Wait, I'm trying to fix. I'm confused. What is this nonsense dance move from probably before 2000s?
The man potato. I don't know.
All I know is cut dojo, cha-cha slide, and keep it shuffle. I had to learn the electric slide at
Oh,
one
the mashed
point.
potato.
The mashed potato? I don't know.
I don't know how to do it, but I've heard of it.
My favorite thing, so one guy was talking about how to do a TikTok dance, and he was describing it. And so it was like, go for a hug and miss, go for a hug and miss, grab that stick and turn that phone. Tick,
Nice.
tick, 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 let it.
Man.
It was such a funny video. Oh, there's some comedy
Serve the
goals. I love that part. Grab the stick and churn the butter. That's my favorite part. Except for the ending. Let it rip. Tick, 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 let it. But yeah, I had to learn how to do the electric slide. I don't remember how to do the electric slide.
I don't either. I think we learned it on the cruise. I forgot.
We had to, well, we didn't have to. We did a scavenger hunt thing. And so, like, you did different activities. And one of the different teachers had different activities. So you had to go to different teachers and do it to get points. And one of the teachers said you had to do the electric slide.
Yeah.
And it's so difficult. Well, it was so difficult because she was judging and she wanted it exactly correctly.
Goodness.
It was so difficult. I shouldn't have bad memories of the electric slide. We were. Y'all just didn't see it. For the most part. Let's look up the electric slide and see how you're supposed to do it.
Go on, mix it up a little. Get 2 YouTube topping pizzas from Domino's for $5.99.
And yes, we had to look it up on YouTube ourselves and find an instructional video on how to do the electric
We
slide.
should just watch y'all the whole time. They're really dancing.
This doesn't look like, this is not the electric slide. I don't know what this is, but
I mean, that's just their intro.
is it electric? I don't know. I don't think it is. It wasn't electric when I did it. You can do it at any party. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I remember this.
Now, when you grapevine together, you want to either stomp really loud or clap really loud, or do both at the same time. Either way, you gotta stomp it out. So
I remember this now.
Now we're gonna grapevine to the left. So it's out with the left,
Left.
behind with the right, out with the left, together. Now from here, you're gonna take that right foot and you're going to
Hello.
feed it with your left. Take another step back, touch it with your left.
This
Forward with your left, touch with your right, back with your right, touch with your left.
Yeah.
And after that, it's gonna start over. We're gonna change ball. You're gonna step with that left, step with your right, and go right into that right side grapevine.
That's it. It's not that hard.
it is when you have 4 or 5 people in a team and you have to do it all together.
That's true. That's a lot to coordinate.
It's easy if you're by yourself, but it's not easy when you have like 4 or 5
That's a
people
lot.
having to do it at one time. Oh, it's electric. Yeah, electric spade. I got the horses in the back. Can't tell me nothing. Oh, somebody had taco salad for dinner.
Down. Down.
Bumble's doing tricks.
Leave it. Go.
Y'all are missing just everything. Y'all missed the dancing. Y'all are missing Bumble doing tricks.
Leave it. You pick your ass up there. Leave it. Good go.
Good girl, Bumble. She's-
Get these.
What are they?
Vegetable.
Mm.
Vegetables. Vegetables.
Mhm.
Leave it. Ah, leave it.
She's like, I don't understand the game. I don't understand this game.
Leave it. Leave it.
Everybody's like, well, turn the camera. What if we just said no?
Leave it.
Just kidding. All right,
Leave it.
I'll flip it for y'all. Oh, are y'all done?
No, I have to get home.
Oh, okay. Y'all are seeing my lovely face up close and personal.
Ready?
And what a lovely face it is.
There we go.
Leave it. Leave it. Go.
Good girl, Bubble.
Yay.
Leave it. Leave it.
She's like, I don't understand the point of this game. Why do I have to leave the tree?
Leave it. Leave it.
Shh, no barking.
Leave it. Jeez. Leave it. There you go. Go. I'm feeling a bit tired of this thing. Sit.
Do you remember who sung
Yeah.
The Horses and
Old
got-
Town Road. Lil Nas X.
Josh says it's Billy Ray Cyrus.
Well, Billy Ray Cyrus was on there, but it's Lil Nas X's song.
Leave it. Go.
Got the horse in the
His name's to that.
Get down.
Up.
Still. Okay.
Let's show all your tricks, Bumble.
Have to not be sitting.
Let's do an entrance walking from the hallway.
Down. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl.
Look at you, Bumble.
Yeah. No more.
Oh, Abby heard her and she started barking.
Don't bite my hand.
Funny, 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 funny.
That's all.
That's all, folks.
Yeah. You need how much he's got in it. He's gonna have diarrhea.
Again.
Oh no, again.
She's had diarrhea several times.
I think mine didn't. Yeah. It's okay. She had diarrhea. And we went outside like at least five times between 11 and 5 in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
Poor baby.
yes.
Yeah.
She also, the first night she was in the apartment, really your first night in the apartment too. It was my second night.
Yeah. No.
She had diarrhea in the first day in the apartment. Full day.
Sit. But usually it's not that bad. I have no more.
I felt bad because this was when I wasn't working yet, and so I was in the apartment and like she was howling, and I was like, I don't know why she's howling.
She's just quiet when she's in.
She is.
She's like, that.
She whines a little bit.
Yeah. She like you, she.
Josh, why'd you? I'm not gonna read that out loud. Read what Josh said at the bottom. Josh, why?
Just for that, it gives you butt. Oh, butt.
Butt.
Good. Yeah. No more. No. Get down. Stop.
I thought you were about to grab my shoe for a second, Bumble. He's like, don't grab my shoe.
Let's have words.
What else do we want to talk about? I think we talked about a lot of things, a lot of different things. Your work, my work. Oh, I haven't talked about. I applied for a job at the Central Arkansas Library System, and here in Little Rock, and it's a content writer and creator like thing. I'm not 100% sure what all of it's going to be. I think it might lean heavily on social media, creating stuff for their social media. It's part-time job, but I mean, and I would probably most likely keep my substitute teaching job as well, and just sub when I wasn't working for the library. But it's $18.12 an hour, and it's 25 hours, and that's nearly $500 a week, which is generally more than I make a week subbing. So, yeah, like it's a really good. It'd be really awesome to get. They asked me how much creative writing experience I have.
You're like, oh.
And I was like, I've been writing stories and stuff since I was like 12. Creative writing is a long spectrum. Like, yeah, I mean, I've been writing and creating stuff since I was like 12, 13 when I started writing fan fiction.
Bumble.
It's creative writing.
It's the gateway.
It's still creative writing, but like the idea of like writing and creating things has been there for a long time. So I know, right? Like I have a booktube channel, and so like this is a good. They also asked about like video, like editing and stuff. Like that was something.
I'm like, I got you there.
Like I'm not the best at it. I'm working on it though. I'm working on my video editing skills.
It's hard. Like,
Yeah. It's definitely something I really would like to have. And then subbing on top of that would bring it just to fill in the hours. So no more. No more. No more bubble. She's like,
how dare
I think that's all like the big things that are happening now. You've let know what Madison does.
Yep.
Kristen, would you like to is anything big? I mean, you're starting a business, like working on starting a business.
I am.
Ooh.
So I'm making get this stuff.
Yeah.
It's easy to do. Doing a t-shirt business, screen printing business. That I'm making my own t-shirts and selling my t-shirts. It'll be like kayaking and hiking outdoor.
Nice.
Yeah.
The also idea is to go to cons.
Oh yes, that too. Yeah.
go to cons and sell t-shirts.
Yeah. There's two sides to them.
Nice.
Right. I mean,
Yeah. And then we
So
know
you're gonna have
that-
like the outdoorsy ones and then the stuff for the cons.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
once you figure out like copyright stuff.
Yeah. That's a
Disney is not a fan of people using their copyrights.
no.
I can tell you that straight up. Disney's not a fan, which takes out a lot,
Yeah. Like everything,
almost everything.
especially normal.
Mouse.
You could do Supernatural cons, and Supernatural's not owned by Disney
No.
because it's owned by Warner Brothers.
Right. Should those do copyright?
I mean, yeah, but I don't think they're as like
Yeah.
as bad as Disney.
I need to ask people.
Yeah,
Next time we go to
obviously.
a con.
Goes
Like,
to the
I think it's
t-shirts
creepy.
people. I mean, obviously people
Copyright.
somehow get away with it because people sell
Yeah.
Marvel shirts, Disney
Yeah.
shirts.
They might just not go and just do it until Disney says something.
Fake it till you make it with the videos.
If cons ever come back.
Yeah.
One day.
Brian asked, "Are you gonna have a shop?"
Yeah. Actually, I was working. Was making a website, and I will have a website with projects.
Like we can
on it
buy your
sometime.
stuff online. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Nice.
but I think at first though we're gonna go to like outfitters around here sell our stuff though. And then go online.
All right.
Online's kind of much
Yeah.
to tap. So
Did you say you were using Squarespace?
no, I'm using Wix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of creators, YouTube creators, for their merch stores.
Mhm.
I know especially one who uses Squarespace and
Yeah.
says Squarespace is really good about like setting up a store and having like inventory and stuff.
Yeah, I looked into a lot. I made my portfolio website on Wix.
I've used Wix before. I just know one creator talks about Squarespace about like inventory, like his merch and stuff.
Yeah. But I made a portfolio website on Squarespace too, but I didn't like it as much as Wix. So,
Fair enough. It's different.
yeah, but it might be better for stuff.
And it also might be like a paid version, like, because I think Squarespace has a paid version
Yeah.
to it.
Wix.
So,
If you don't want the Wix.com/your site, you have to pay.
yeah.
And that'll be Wix pop-ups. Come in. Have to pay.
Bumble's giving you the stare down, Madison.
What's up? What's good?
Interesting.
There you go.
So here's a question. What do you think Bumble is a mix of?
Yes. And
For
it takes
me?
bets.
Oh goodness, I'm gonna be terrible at this.
We will tell you some of her siblings look like her, and some of her siblings look like Yellow Loves. Right?
And taking bets, and when they get her DNA test for her, whoever wins gets to pay for toys.
I can see the
Gets to buy her toys.
I can see the laugh.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's just for fun. So like nothing serious.
Yeah.
She has some kind of hound in her. Because of like her bark and the wrinkles on the top of her head.
Yeah.
She has some kind of hound in her.
I'm trying to think of like the color of the fur, like what.
I think bloodhound.
Could be.
I think she has bloodhound in her. And since it was actually her mom who mentioned it, about the greyhounds, I can see her have the greyhound kind of shape as well. So,
Especially when she says.
and we were looking at the personalities of greyhounds, and it seemed like she really has the kind of personality of a greyhound
Yeah.
as well. And since she has like this kind of whitish gray, like under bit of her fur,
Mm-hmm.
I think really could also have, because has greyhound in her. But lab, bloodhound, greyhound is my guess. I mean, I'm gonna be buying her. I'll probably buy her toys at some point too. So like,
But
we're not going to. If you want to just go ahead and buy her toys, we won't say no.
it's supposed to be durable.
Plot hound. Somebody said plot hound. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what that is. There's too
Um.
many hounds out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of different hounds.
Look at this. At least these sometimes.
Josh says definitely hound because of her ears as well.
Yeah.
Wolf agrees with me on the bloodhound. Josh says makes me think of where the red fern grows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mhm.
I'm gonna look up what a plot hound looks like.
We shall see.
Is that where the red fern grows dogs are? Plot hounds? Oh, I misspelled. I said plot head. Which almost sounds like a plot. Okay, so this is what a plot hound looks like. Okay. Like the tail, kind of.
Bumble, stand up.
Like especially this one's tail looks like hers.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of curl.
Yeah.
I don't think she got the coloring, but maybe the.
I'll do a little bit. She doesn't have that
I
way.
can kind of see the head a little bit, but not so much. There's a duck. That looks like a straight up dachshund.
Yeah.
That one.
The coloring is from different colors.
Oh, this kind of looks like Bumble. Straight up, that kind of looks like Bumble. Yeah, that's a plot hound.
A plot hound.
That straight looks like Bumble.
Is that what you are?
Just bigger, like
Yeah.
bigger.
Mhm. Don't be that big.
I definitely can see,
Yeah.
Oh,
but I think it's the greyhound that makes her more
man does not
Yeah.
speak.
more
She's slender.
slender.
Hey, up. Behave yourself.
You're not behaving yourself, Bumble.
Can't help myself.
I
Supposed to
don't
sit.
know what I clicked.
Yeah, there you go. You can get better. She doesn't have that like that.
Josh thinks that the dogs from where Red Farm grows were bloodhounds. I don't really-
I don't
Let's look
remember.
that up.
That was.
It's been a long time.
I read that
since
book in
I've
fourth
seen-
grade. Or
Oh, I haven't even read the book.
we read
I
it as
watched
a class.
the movie. It's such a sad.
Big Dan and Little Ann. Oh,
Where the
the other names are.
Red Fern grows. It's been so long. We had the movie when I was younger. About a boy who buys 2 hunting dogs.
Alright.
No, they're red-bone coonhounds. They look very similar to. They kind of look very similar to bloodhounds. I don't really see it. But that's what. Oh, you can't really see it.
Don't jump.
Because of the glare. Let me see if I can turn the brightness down. Yeah, there we go. That's what the dogs from where the red fern grows were. Red-bone coonhounds. They were called
It's Big Dan.
Little-
Little Dan.
Little Ann and Old Dan.
Old Dan.
Maybe in the book.
Old Dan. Dan and Dan.
She is very rambunctious tonight. Dan and Little Ann.
No.
I just remember that movie being really, really sad.
It is sad.
Just like Old Yeller.
Ugh.
It's been a long time since I've watched Old Yeller.
You need dog in a movie with dog. Sad.
Marley and Me.
That's
I
another
didn't
one.
watch the end of Marley and Me. We were watching, or like we rented it at a friend's house and we were watching it, and when it started getting toward like all the sad parts, the DVD player died or something. So we never
There was a sign of like
we never finished it, so like maybe that was for the best. I don't know.
Well,
I'm trying to think of what other sad dog movies.
That's a very new one.
Oh, A Dog's Journey
Yeah,
or Dog's Life.
that's a dog's journey.
Dog's Journey.
That one was sad.
Did the Beethoven movies ever have sad? Wait,
No.
Homeward Bound.
Oh my gosh, Homeward Bound. Those weren't really sad. They were like
Yeah.
sad.
Well,
And
they were emotional.
they were emotional. Yeah, they were
The
very
dogs didn't
emotional.
die,
But
but like
yes.
it was
Where's
sad.
that husband?
Especially that first one. The first one was just like all full of emotions. Those movies. Oh.
Oh, someone said it. Yes.
Yeah, well said, Homeward Bound.
We're on the same brainwave.
Josh says, I'm not gonna lie, I might be 30, almost 31, but that ending gets me and Old Yeller.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts.
Old Yeller is rough.
Oh, and pun intended. There was a book. I'm gonna try and look it up. It was called something like an autobiography of a dog, and it was like this whole book in the perspective of a stray dog. And I cried so hard reading that book. Like, oh my gosh. All I remember is the dog friend, the other stray dog, his name was Moon. And I just, like, it was like a favorite book in our library, but I don't think it ever, like, autobiography. Of a dog.
The Shaggy Dog is a good.
That's been a long time since I've watched that one too.
Me too. And there's like like the original, and then they did the remake with
That's it. This book.
The Dog's Life.
A Dog's Life by Anne M. Martin. I feel like I know who that is. Like, who's.
Yeah, Anna Martin sounds really familiar. What else did she write?
Sounds very familiar. Besides. The Babysitter's Club.
Here you go.
This book wrecked me.
Oh,
It wrecked me. I went, okay, yeah,
Balto. How can we forget Balto?
the main dog, that's Squirrel.
Uh-huh.
I have forgotten his name.
Squirrel and Moon.
Squirrel and Moon, I believe. Yes. Female stray named Moon by the road. The two dogs become fast friends for warmth and searching for food in garbage cans. Trash.
Oh no! Don't make yourself sad.
It just. Okay. I read the part that wrecked me as a small child. I remember being in the line,
That wrecked me.
like the drive-through line at the bank with my mom, and just sitting there sobbing.
I'm having a moment.
And my mom's like, "What's going on?" And I'm not gonna tell you because I might make you read this book at some point, so you can be as wrecked as
I
me.
want to cry. I want to be wrecked.
It's such a good book. It's a good book, but oh my goodness, Snow Dogs. I remember that. Maybe we forgot Air Bud.
We've got Balto too.
I don't remember.
Balto.
Have I seen Balto?
If you haven't, you need to.
I don't know if I've seen Balto.
It's very good. And then I went on a very short trip to New York with one of my friends last year, and we went to Central Park and we found the statue of Balto and took pictures with
Aw.
it. It was very cool. Hi.
I might have to buy the book and
Give it to me.
and reread it and be wrecked all over again.
Why would you go back to the thing that
Because
hurt
it's
you?
good.
Oh, no.
It's such a good book. It's called A Dog's Life, and it's written by the lady who wrote the Babysitter's Club books.
I don't think I read those.
I owned a ton of them. A Dog's Life, the autobiography of a stray.
Benji.
Benji's a good. Oh, what's that movie? Because of Winn-Dixie.
That's a really good one too.
Mm-hmm.
We read that book too in elementary school.
I was the one with the. Who, is it Dakota Fanning?
Leave it.
No, it's
That's
Anna
a-
Sophia Robb, right? That's a good movie. Man, we have that at my house. I need to watch it. That's a good one.
Gotta get the
Yeah, there's
Oh,
a bunch of dog movies.
did the. What? Can y'all see us? Can y'all hear us?
Yeah.
Hello?
Okay.
Hold on.
right there.
As a small child. I remember being. No, they can see it, or at least I can see them. Oh, okay. They're talking about Haley. They think Haley.
Hey, did you know each other?
Rin Tin Tin? I don't know if I've seen that one.
I haven't.
Haley and Jane's internet, they think, might have gone out.
Oh no.
I was like, don't talk about internet problems without mentioning who you think might have the internet problems.
I know there's more dog movies out there. I just can't think of them. Did I already say like the Beethoven movies? I think I did.
We mentioned
Those are good. I think we owned a few of them. Lady and the Tramp.
of course, gotta talk about
Classic.
Oliver.
Hound.
How
That was the saddest.
That wrecked me
No,
too.
That's a sad one. How can we forget?
Oh,
Maybe we all repressed it.
Yeah.
that movie wrecked me too
Oh, the Fox
as
and
a
the Hound.
kid.
That's a good one.
I was gonna say Oliver and Company.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. All dogs go to heaven.
Oh yes, all dogs go to heaven.
Cujo. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Although that's not a movie for everyone.
That movie's intense.
But I think the dog dies in the end still.
Yes. I think so.
I assume so, because I don't know how they would have gotten out of this situation.
Are you still reading all the Stephen King books?
I haven't gotten to Cujo yet.
Oh, I heard the book is a lot different than the movie. It's rough.
I've read this. I'm up to The Stand.
Okay. Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not really looking forward to it because so the book published before
Hey, come here.
the next like the previous
I'll put something in
was a collection of short stories by Stephen King.
there. See?
Um,
Bed.
and like my least favorite short story of the collection is supposed to be set in the same like world as The Stand, and I'm like, well, that doesn't give me any kind of hope that The Stand is going to be a good book,
Yeah.
that I'm going to like it, because that was literally the worst short story of that collection.
Isn't The Stand about a virus? Or is that another one? I'm thinking?
Yeah, I think it's about a virus, because everybody was talking about how Stephen King predicted it in The Stand.
Whatever. Yeah, I think that's what I heard. People were like, oh my gosh, it's just the world's turning into this thing.
There was one, oh my gosh, there's one short story in that collection where so a guy has been sleeping with this other guy, like this rich guy's wife, and he's like, if you walk out on the ledge, like walk on the ledge across the entirety of this building and make it back
Wait, I think you were
To-
telling me about this.
to the balcony, you will get the money, you won't be arrested for drugs, and different things. And it's such a like an intense, good short story following this man going around the ledge of a building. It's so good. That was my favorite short story. And then there's like there was a weird, really, really weird short stories. Oh, we didn't mention Lassie.
Lassie.
Oh,
Classic.
forget this.
How can we forget Lassie? Anyways,
Shame on us.
so another weird one was like a guy hires another guy to mow his lawn. And so the guy comes over, he seems like just a normal kind of dude. He showed him the bag, it's like, okay, here you go. The guy had a lawnmower and everything. So he goes back in the house, doing his business. He looks outside, and the guy is naked and like following after the lawnmower that's moving by itself and like eating the grass.
Okay.
And that was a weird short story. There was two Salem's Lot stories.
Was there a reason that this man was acting in such a way with the lawnmower?
I think he was like part cow, or like there was some like weird cow humanoid thing. Like he ended up eating the guy in the end
Wait, he ate the guy that hired him?
because he went outside. The guy went outside to like, because if there's a guy, like you see a guy, the guy that you hired naked in your yard, like going behind the lawnmower that's moving by itself,
Yeah, you're gonna have some questions.
I'm gonna have a lot of questions. Oh, the shorts, the book's called Night Shift, and the story that the book's named after is pretty good too. There's a rat infestation, and so it's about this group of guys trying to take care of the rat infestation. There's two Salem's Lot stories. One of them I was very disappointed in because when I read Salem's Lot for the first time, I thought it was going to be about a cult. I didn't know it was about vampires. Like, did y'all know Stephen King wrote a vampire book?
I think so, yeah.
I didn't know this.
You remember I was watching the Castle Rock show and they had Salem's Lot on
Right.
the second season.
So hold on, I'm gonna look up so I can kind of remember what short stories, other like kind of weird short stories. And so like the first short story you get is in Salem's Lot, and I was really excited because I was like, well, maybe it'll make sense or like continue how the Salem's Lot ended. The answer is no. The first story is about a cult in Salem's Lot. And I'm like, is it a cult or is it vampires? Make up your mind, Stephen King. Yeah, Graveyard Shift's a good one. I don't remember Night Surf. I think Night Surf might have been the one that's about the like in the same universe as the Stand. The Mangler, I don't remember I in the Doorway. The Boogeyman was the other one I hated. I know that much. Gray Matter, I kind of vaguely remember that one. What's Battleground? Oh, this one. Yeah. Oh wait, no. No, that's not. I was thinking that was the Ledge story. Strawberry Spring is a weird one. I liked that one. It's kind of creepy as well. The Ledge is the best one, I think. Quitters Inc. Oh, the Lawnmower Man is the weird one. The one about the lawnmower guy, obviously. And Children of the Corn was in this one. Where the movie came from. Quitters Inc., which is about a guy that wants to quit smoking. And so they threaten his wife, threaten to like do stuff to his wife if he didn't quit smoking.
Alright.
And he actually did things. They actually did things to his wife. And I think he had a son too. And so it starts with a Salem's Lot story. It should have ended with a Salem's Lot story. Like, you could have put the last story before the Salem's Lot story to kind of like bring things, full circle.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Bumble.
oh, the movie Cat's Eye is apparently an adaptation of Quitters Inc. Featured adaptations of Quitters Inc. and The Ledge. Ooh. Okay. I might have to check that out because. Oh, have you seen that movie, Maximum Overdrive?
No.
So the short story that's based on is in this one.
Okay.
And then there was a movie called The Graveyard Shift,
No.
which was obviously based on a short story that the book's named after. Do we believe in Bigfoot? I think there could be a creature I think there could be a creature. We don't big enough to be Bigfoot. We haven't explored everything. So there could possibly be a creature like Bigfoot. I think there is a possibility.
I want to believe.
Have whether or not it's like what we think Bigfoot is another story, but I think there is a possibility there is a species out there that could be like. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility.
There's too many sightings for it to be like.
Just like aliens, I think aliens could be a very real thing. Because like what if there's creatures like we can't possibly say that there aren't creatures out in the universe. Definitely say that there's not creatures out there. You know, we haven't explored enough space to definitively say there's not other living beings out there somewhere. You know, I think aliens could also be a very real thing. I think a lot of things are possible because we just haven't explored enough. You know, there could be a big monstrous creature in the ocean because we've only explored like what 10% of our ocean.
The ocean's kind of scary if you think about it.
So to think that there could be some kind of, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that there's a big monstrous creature in our ocean,
I did not
and
know
maybe
such a
he's just slow and doesn't like light, and he just kind of stays down there. They stay down there. Brian says he believes. Josh says I think he could exist. Hopefully Loch Ness doesn't.
Yeah.
I think Loch Ness is too small of a lake to hold something like
No.
Nessie without someone having like discover her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the ocean, we haven't gone down far. I think something like Nessie could still be out there. You know, just not in the Loch Ness, in not Loch Ness, because I don't think Loch Ness is deep enough to hide something that big in without someone having discovered her. Because I feel like scientists have probably explored that lake so much in the possibility that there is a creature like
Unless there's some way she can like
camouflage.
not. I don't want to say like phase in and out. Like she's not there all the time.
She just that's her summer home.
There you go.
Like Loch
Her
Ness
lake home.
is her summer home.
That's what everybody. We need to look up like when all the sightings are, and if they're during summer, we might have a theory going.
Or she hibernates, and she comes out during the summer.
Maybe. Who knows?
Godzilla, that'd be something. I don't want Godzilla to be a real thing.
It's supposed to be a monster in the Chesapeake Bay called Chessie. I love that.
There's supposed to be a sea monster in the Chesapeake Bay called Chessie
Nice.
and Lake Champlain. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I think every lake really has its.
Besides Bigfoot, what are like the monsters of America? Like,
When I think of Monsters of America, I go straight to Supernatural, obviously. But like, I think a lot of things come from Native American
yeah.
folklore, just because they were here first, and
Yeah.
They had a lot. I think their idea of spirituality, and believing in these creatures, more than like European settlers would. I think European settlers were very paranoid about things, especially when it came to like witchcraft. But I think a lot of what they were paranoid about came from things that were specifically mentioned in their Bible.
Yeah.
So like witches and witchcraft and demons, ghosts, spirits, things that are mentioned in the Bible. I don't think they necessarily believed in anything that the Bible didn't mention. Dog,
Mothman. How could I forget Mothman?
I can't. Skinwalkers. Ugh. Skinwalkers.
What were the ones? Was it like the San Francisco night crawlers that affect a giant pair of pants? I like those. The Fresno night crawlers. That's what it was. Or San Francisco.
I love Mothman too.
Mothman.
Mothman is like one of my favorites.
I worked with these two students at ASU. They've been to like the Mothman Museum or whatever in New Jersey. I was like, take me with you. I would love to go.
There's something called the Jersey Devil.
Yes.
I
There's
don't
the-
remember what that is, but
What else is it? I feel like
you mentioned New Jersey, and that's what made me think of that.
I feel like spooky stories and games and stuff always take place up in like the Pacific Northwest. So there's gotta be like creepy stuff up there that I just can't
There's
think of.
Arkansas has a lot of like, because I looked it up, it has some Bigfoot like as well. We have like our own kind of stories of Bigfoot. Arkansas has its fair share of ghosts. We have like the Crescent Hotel,
Yeah.
which is like one of the most haunted hotels in all of America,
So they
supposedly.
say.
I think the Travel Channel had art also like mentioned something about like, you know, when they did their like most haunted places in America.
Mhm.
I think it ended up being on the list. So
And there's like all those cryptids and everything. I mean, we've got like Area 51 and stuff like that.
I think also like not necessarily like kind of a creature, but like all the
Like that.
the idea of like alligators in the sewers, those kind of stories,
Oh yeah.
giant alligators. I'm trying to think of what else would. I think a lot of things also come from Native American.
Yeah, like someone already said the skinwalkers. Ooh, those creepy.
Mothman is Point Pleasant, West Virginia. I think that's where the museum is.
Oh, whoops, my bad. I swear they said they went to New Jersey to see Mothman.
Let's look at what the Jersey Devil is. I forgot what the Jersey Devil. Jersey Devil. Okay, that's what supposedly the Jersey Devil looks like.
Oh, it's like a goat thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Goat man. I think there is like
The
some.
goat man.
I think there is a like a.
Wait, did they do it on BuzzFeed? That song? He's like, I'm not afraid of you, goat man.
Hold on, we're gonna look that up.
Is that the episode where he's like, hey, demons? I don't know.
It's me, boy. Okay.
Ew, there's like, I just remember because this is recently, but like, the Annabelle doll or whatever, when she like escaped from her museum.
So that was a rumor.
There's like all that stuff.
BuzzFeed
The
Unsolved.
Lorraine, what are their names?
Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yeah, the ones. Yeah.
Is the goat. Yes, there is.
Like the goat man?
Yeah, that's the thing.
The demonic goat is rich. We need to watch that after at some point.
I'm
I've
gonna
never-
look at what their supernatural, like what other things they. I highly recommend watching BuzzFeed Unsolved. I love BuzzFeed Unsolved.
I've never seen an episode of it. I've just seen
You've never seen
No, I've just-
BuzzFeed Unsolved?
I've just seen the memes and stuff.
Okay, we have to watch the episode where the iconic line, "Hey, hey demons, it's your boy."
Your boy.
We have that's like the first time they actually went to a haunted house,
Oh nice.
and Shane is skeptical. He doesn't believe in ghosts, but Ryan believes in ghosts, and they crack me up. I love those two so much. I was like, Goat Man. I was just trying to think of something. I was like, yes, Goat Man. In the recess of my BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a boy.
Don't mess with ghosts. No.
Oh no, I don't mess with ghosts.
Just the cryptids. Your friendly neighborhood Mothman.
Hey,
Yeah, we don't mess with ghosts.
No.
I don't mess with Ouija boards.
Ew, no.
I believe in ghosts and spirits. I think they're real. Could very well. They're mentioned in the Bible. So like, whether or not they're so much as like, I don't know, whether they do the stuff people say they do.
Yeah, like they're so
Um,
active.
But I do believe in spirits and ghosts. More spirits than anything. I guess they probably won't be considered ghosts.
Some of my relatives have like a haunted house and they hardcore believe. They said stuff would like dishes would fly off the table into the wall and break and stuff.
I know one night me and my friend Naomi, who's come in streams before, and her sister, we were having a sleepover at her house, and we had tried. They had like a CD player, but it didn't work very well. So we had like tried playing it at one point, and it didn't work. So we moved on, did other things, and we're laying in bed. Like they just had like one. We had one big mattress, and we were all like sleeping on this one big mattress together. And we're just laying there, and then all of a sudden, the CD player turns on, and it's like the staticky, and we're like,
Nope.
what?
I would have been up out of there.
Oh, it was creepy. No, yeah. Well, don't mess with cryptids either. That's a very good point. You just don't mess with.
Just let them hang out.
Just leave them be. Leave them be. I think it's getting late. We've been going for 2.5 hours now.
Man,
It's 10 o'clock.
I can't think of many people who would listen to me for 2.5 hours. So thank you all.
So I think we'll end it here because we're tired. We got stuff we want planned tomorrow, so yeah, I think.
Oh, Gigi just got back too.
I'm sorry. Yeah, demons are fallen angels. I agree with that. Lucifer, when he fell from heaven, took some angels with him, and they became demons. I don't think it's too far fetched to say that demons are still working. Like, just because Jesus is gone doesn't mean demons left too.
Yeah.
So, whether or not they do the same thing as they did in the Bible is up for discussion. But I think it's hard to see what's fake and what's real, what's mental illness, just mental illness, and what would actually
That's-
be a demon.
That's a fascinating topic.
Because there's a lot of like the most famous exorcisms and demon possessions, and the big thing is it's the big factor is people think it's mental illness, and people weren't taking mental illness as seriously as they do now back then.
I can't remember who asked it, but I'm gonna be here until Sunday morning. That's when I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I get to spend a nice little weekend.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to join y'all Sunday, because we're going to Eureka Springs. And actually, we will definitely be on the road when y'all stream. So we'll see about it, but I don't know about it. We're going on. I don't know if I mentioned this. We're going on a ghost tour. We're going on a ghost tour of the Crescent Hotel, which is the most haunted hotel in Arkansas.
For sure.
I don't think there is any more haunted hotels as famous as the Crescent Hotel, which was once a hospital, as most haunted hotels tend to have been at one point in their time.
Sammy.
No good.
Everyone's talking about Gigi's stream tomorrow. Gigi hosts a Bible study on Saturday mornings,
Oh,
afternoon.
nice.
Better be careful. Yeah, we're not going to be trying to invoke any ghosts. There will be no ghost invoking, but we'll see how this goes. I don't know. I think it'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. We're not staying. We're not staying in the hotel. Just an FYI. We're not staying there the night. We are just going on the ghost tour of the hotel, and that's it. We're not messing with the ghosts.
Just on a wave high and
We are not going to be invoking the ghost. We will just be listening to the history of the Crescent Hotel, which I think is a very fascinating story. And I'd like to kind of like go and see everything. And I like spooky kind of stuff, so I want to experience the ghost tour of Crescent Hotel. So I'm very, very, very excited. Are you excited, Kristen?
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you're doing this with me. And it's at 6:00. It's not like a super late time.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Fine.
Heard things and they're not pleasant. Yeah, we'll be careful. We're definitely going to be careful when we go and do this. I think as long as you don't invoke the spirits, you don't try and make them mad. You don't ask them to show themselves. I think we'll be fine. So, anyways, I think we're gonna end this here since it's 10:00 at night. All right. But yeah, Kristen, you want to come say bye?
Y'all have been lovely.
Bumble. Come here, Bumble.
Tell
Bumble.
There
me
you
this,
go.
man.
Come here.
I'm so confused.
Come here, Bumble. No?
Just like-
Okay.
Oh,
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 oh. Yay! There's Bumble.
Look at the camera.
Alright.
No, not with me.
We'll tell you all about it next week. Also, don't forget the Halloween stream is next Friday. Next Friday. Okay? So costumes are encouraged, but you don't have to wear a costume if you don't feel like it. But this will be a party stream, so y'all can join the stream if you would like. So next Friday, will does 7:30 work for everybody? For everybody for the Halloween party stream? I don't remember what time we did it last year. We'll do the Monster Mash.
Graveyards.
Haley last year, just bringing up her costume. Haley, I think you set a standard for yourself last year. Just an FYI, she wore a shirt that said like "Carol is my jam," and she had like red paint on her face, like. Did we? I feel like we did, but y'all said that Friday worked better for y'all.
Earlier, like 5.
5? Okay. I think we could do 5. Maybe. Well, Kristen can join in when she can. Let's push it back to at like 5:30. Let's do 5:30. Let's do 5:30 so that Kristen can get home and wouldn't miss a whole lot. Wouldn't miss like a whole half hour of the party. So, because she doesn't get off till 5. So, let's say 5:30. And yeah. Yes, Kristen is feeling a lot better. She went back to work this week, so. She obviously had a mild case of the beer virus, as we like to call it.
Yeah.
Because YouTube doesn't like us using the real word
No, it doesn't.
for it. Yeah. Anyways, we'll tell y'all all about it sometime. Alright. Good night, guys. Eat.
Bye.
We love you. Bye. See you next week. Bye.